Good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria Zimmer, and I'm one of the fitness trainers on board of this beautiful vessel. I just want to make sure that everyone is here for Pure Form Pilates class. Wonderful. Now, before we begin the class, I would like to find out if anyone has any medical conditions or injuries that I should know about. If you do, don't have to say it out loud. Just let me know as I walk around and check your name with our sign-up sheet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Okay, sounds great to me. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, has anyone done Pilates before? Okay, I can see some hands. Perfect. Right, well, let me give you a general overview. So Pilates method is based on 6 main principles. Those are concentration, centering, control, breath, flow, and precision. So I'm going to say those principles throughout the sequence to remind you to stay fully present with the mind-body experience. Pilates method is about improving posture, improving flexibility, mobility, and stability, which is a very important part to support the flexibility of our joints, and of course to improve overall well-being. A lot of emphasis will be about breath, connecting the breath and the movement, hence the flow principle. Precision, I'm going to try to give you as precise instructions as possible so that you can feel in the body exactly what I'm trying to get you feel. We're also going to be focusing on control, your body and your mind as well, from all the unnecessary thoughts. Centering is about coming back to your center, and we're going to familiarize with it during the alignment. And of course, concentration. Concentration is something that helps us to stay mindful during this 45-minute class. Now, if we are ready to begin, I invite everyone to stand in the middle of your mat. You'll notice that you have mats, Pilates rings just in front of it, a couple of the weight balls, and a foam roller. Those all of the fun toys we're going to be playing with today. If you haven't experienced it before, not a problem at all. I'm here to demonstrate how. So as you adopt the standing position, make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. If you're not sure what the hip distance is, just find your pelvic bones. Yeah, those are the ones that are sticking out. And then imagine you're drawing 2 lines along the legs to meet in the middle of your feet. And that is the distance of your hip bones or your pelvic bones. Now from here, we're going to spread out your toes nice and wide and get a little bit of movement into your toes, into your feet. And then firmly press the bases of the big toes and the bases of the little toes into the mat. Feel slight elevation through the arches of your feet. Pilates starts from your foundation, from your feet. Then, as we inhale, just slightly bend your knees, and then on the exhale, press yourself away from the floor, starting to lift your kneecaps up and activating your quadriceps. Place your hands onto your hips, and imagine you're holding your pelvic bones. And now on the inhale, I invite you to arch through the spine, creating a little bit more of the lordosis, the arching through the lower back. And then on the exhale, tilt your pelvis back a little bit more so that you feel flattening along the lower back. Like if you were holding a bowl of water, and if you hold it still in front of you, looking down, as you inhale, tilt the bowl forward, the water will come out. As you exhale, tilt the bowl back, the water will come out. And now try to find that neutral position. The neutral position of the pelvis is something that we're always trying to maintain during Pilates method, where you feel slight engagement along the glutes and slight engagement along the abdominals. Here we also will be activating our pelvic floor muscles. So engaging everything just about 30% of effort. Like one of the ways of explaining how to engage your pelvic floor muscles is placing imaginary coin between your glutes and gently holding it throughout the class unless we are stretching. The next thing that to pay attention to as part of your centering and your powerhouse will be your navel or belly button. And imagining a string that you have connected to your navel, and you're going to pull that string through the back, through the spine. Again, focusing on about 30% of effort. So you're keeping your pelvic floor muscles engaged through keeping that imaginary coin between your glutes and then just slightly pulling your navel towards your spine. Now from here, we're going to move straight up to your shoulders. And on the inhale, bring your shoulders forward up to your ears, and then as you exhale, back and down. Let's do it a couple more times and allow the movement to be big. And then as you exhale, sliding your shoulder blades down along the spine. One more time, inhale, bring it forwards and up, and then exhale, placing your shoulder blades into imaginary pockets of your imaginary jeans. Yes, we are using a lot of imagination and visualization during Pilates method. Now from here, try to use your fingers and just gently push your chin back so that you're keeping your chin parallel to the floor and there is no anterior tilt of the head forward. So there's no tension on the neck. One of my favorite imaginations here is to place a crown on top of your head. And in order for you to hold the crown, you immediately have to realign yourself. Another way to feel that is to imagine a string connected to the crown of your head, starting from the base, from the floor, pulling that string through the whole of your body and then up towards the sky, nice and tall. So this is our alignment. And now that we are in the alignment, let's bring our attention to the breathing principle. Now in Pilates, we're using what's called lateral breathing, where we bring your breath to the thoracic region of the spine, using the capacity of your lungs and starting to move the diaphragm, a thin muscle or membrane that separates our chest cavity from our abdominal cavity. So if you place your hands onto your ribs, keeping your shoulders relaxed and keeping the rest of your body in the correct alignment. And then on the inhale, expand through the rib cage as you breathe in through the nose. And on the exhale, breathe out through the pursed lips and feeling that your rib cage become narrower. So we inhale through the nose for about 5 counts. And exhale through pursed lips for about 5 counts. Now, let's connect our engagement of the center or the powerhouse. As you inhale, expand through the rib cage. And now as you exhale, gently pull your navel in and engage your pelvic floor muscles. So we inhale, expanding through the ribs. Exhale, navel in and engaging through the pelvic floor muscles. Beautiful. Let's do it one more time all together. And release. Now we're starting with the warm-ups. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder, relaxing your left shoulder down. Inhale, come back to the center. And on the exhale, left ear to your left shoulder, relaxing your right shoulder down. Inhale, come back to the center, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. On the exhale, turn your head to your left side. Inhale into the rib cage. Exhale, turn to your right. Inhale, come back to the center. And on the exhale, bring your chin down to your chest, feeling gentle stretch along the back of the neck. Inhale, come back to the center. And place your fingertips onto your shoulders. Inhale, bring your elbows up towards the sky. And on the exhale, open up through the sides and then down again. Inhale, like if you're drawing big circles with your elbows, and then out to the side, maintaining the contact between your fingertips in the shoulders. Inhale and exhale to the sides. Let's do it one more time. Inhale and exhale out and down, releasing your arms. Take a deep breath in here. And now on the exhale, start sliding your left hand along the thigh, reaching down towards the knee, keeping your head in the neutral position. Inhale, come back to the center. And on the exhale, slide your right hand down towards the knee, keeping your head in the neutral position. Continue the breath, connecting with the movement and keeping your pelvis in the neutral position, engaging through the groin, through the navel. Inhaling back to the center. And on the exhale to the side. Now for some of you who wants to go a little bit further or stay where you are, as you exhale next time, bring your right arm overhead, reaching a little bit deeper into the stretch. Inhale, return back to the center, and exhale to the right, keeping your glutes engaged. Inhale, come back to the center, and last time with arm overhead or just keeping your arms sliding down along the thigh. Inhaling back to the center, and exhale to the right. Inhaling back to the center. And on the exhale, join your arms together in a Cossack style, placing one forearm on top of the other. Engage through the glutes and try to keep your chin in line with your sternum. Inhale here. On the exhale, rotate to your right, keeping your arms exactly in front of your chest and keeping your pelvis facing towards me. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, navel to the spine, rotation to the left. Inhale, returning back to the center. Exhale, one more time to the right. Remember that crown on top of your head. Inhaling back to the center, expanding through the ribs. Exhale, navel to the spine, rotation to the left. Inhale, return back to the center. On the exhale, option here to extend through the right arm and allow it to go back without compromising position of your head or your chest. Inhaling back to the center. Exhale, leading with your left arm, extending it behind you. Inhale back to the center. And exhale one more time, each side. Option here to keep your arms in front of you or continue to expand through one arm at a time. And inhale, returning back to the center, releasing your arms down by your sides. Now place your hands onto your hips as we're going through the hip hinge. I'm going to demonstrate this position slightly sideways towards you. Keep your body in the same alignment as before. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, hinge at your hips, maintaining straight back, chin towards the chest, elbows out. Inhale, come back to the center. Beautiful. Let's do it all together one more time. Inhale here. Exhale, navel to the spine, hinging at your hips, breathing into the stretch along the back of the body, straight back. Inhale, come up to standing. And exhale, releasing your arms at your sides. Now we're moving into paddling. So lifting your left heel off the floor and then changing them, 1 and 2. Just starting to mobilize our feet and starting to warm up our knees and hip joints. Wonderful. Like if you are, sometimes it reminds me of the moonwalk, except without walking. So we inhale and then slowly release both heels down. Now shift the body weight to the right foot, mind the rocking of the ship if present, and then on the exhale, lift your left knee up towards your chest. Inhale, release the leg down without compromising the position of your alignment. Exhale, press through the left leg and lift through the right knee up. Inhale, lowering it down to the mat. Exhale, bring your left knee up. Inhale, expanding into the rib cage. Exhale, mind your body not moving to the side, but instead keeping in the alignment. Inhale here. On the exhale, option is to move your knee laterally. So starting like a small semicircle in your hip joint. On the exhale, out and then down. Let's do it one more time. You can continue lifting simply your knees up if that is enough of challenge for balance for you here. Or if you feel like moving your knee laterally, you can join us together. Beautiful. Now from here, check the position of your feet, check the position of your pelvis. Take a deep breath in to prepare, and then on the exhale, lift yourself up on your toes, pressing into the bases of the big toes. Inhale, return back to the center. Exhale, navel to the spine, holding the crown. And inhale, lowering it back down. Let's continue. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, back down to the ground. Try not to sway forward or back, reaching through the crown of your head up. Let's go for 4 more. And up. Lifting your heels is challenging enough, especially when you're on the ship. Because remember, even though it's a massive vessel, it still has some gentle, flowy movements of the ocean. Let's do it one more time. Up on the exhale, and then inhale slowly down. Now the last warm-up movement. As you inhale, push your hips back, extending your arms forward, keeping your hands in line with your shoulders. Exhale, come up to standing. Let me demonstrate it sideways to you as well. On the inhale, reaching through the hips back, maintaining straight back. Exhale, coming up to standing. Let's do it a few more times all together. Watch your knees. Make sure they're not moving laterally. So your knees are in line with the front 2 toes. And exhale, beautiful. Remember our coin between your glutes, keeping our navel in contact with the spine, using our breath in through the nose and out through pursed lips. Very good. One more time, everyone. Inhale. And then on the exhale, come up to standing. Now we're going to try a roll down, a standing exercise, which will be part of our sequence later. So if you take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, bring your chin to your chest, round your shoulders, and allow the crown of your head to lead the way down. Just go down as far as it feels comfortable. Bend your knees more if necessary. Inhale at the bottom. And on the exhale, slowly unroll up vertebra by vertebra. Excellent. Now let me try to demonstrate one more time sideways, and then I'll walk around and correct if anyone needs extra assistance. So we inhale here. Exhale, chin to the chest, crown of the head, leading the way down. Vertebra by vertebra, relaxing your spine. Inhaling here. And on the exhale, chin to the chest, navel to the spine, vertebra by vertebra, unrolling back to standing. Beautiful. Now we're going to do it 2 to 3 more times at your own speed, connecting the breath and the movement. And I shall be observing from here. Wonderful. Just a quick reminder to keep your knees slightly bent and try to avoid your pelvis pushing back too far. And even if you go halfway, that's okay. Just soften through the spine, soften through the thoracic part of the spine, and then on the exhale, come back up if there's any discomfort in the lower back. Beautiful. Now that we all come back, This completes our warm-up section, and now we're moving into our section number 2. Now I invite everyone to roll down slowly and get hold of the ring. On the exhale, come back up to a standing position, holding the ring in front of you. Check your position if you have the mirror in front of you, or I will guide you, of course, as well. Now you'll notice that the ring has 2 handles. So this is the place where we position our hands, keeping your elbows out to the side, shoulders down, pelvis tilted back slightly. Take a deep breath in to prepare. On the exhale, rotate to your right as you squeeze the ring. You're already familiar with this movement. Inhale, come back to the center, keeping your elbows elbows up, shoulders down, and then exhale, rotation to the left. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, adding a little bit more resistance and muscle engagement into our spinal rotation. Connecting the breath on the movement. Beautiful work, everyone. Inhaling, come back to the center. Exhale one more time, squeezing the ring, shoulders down, navel to the spine. Inhaling, leading back to the center. Exhale, rotation to the left. Inhale, come back to the center. On the exhale, release your ring down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your ring over your head. Squeeze the ring for 2 times, and then inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, bring the ring overhead. 1, 2, squeeze. And inhale, return back to the center. Exhale, reach up. 1, 2, inhale, back down. Beautiful work, everyone. As you continue to bring the ring overhead, try to squeeze and release the ring with control. One of our principles. So there is no snapping of the ring back. Try to keep your alignment in check, keeping your center engaged, breathing deeply, and trying to follow the instructions precisely. I know there are so many things to focus on, but even if you follow them one at a time when I tell you so, that is already a step forward. In the meantime, we only have 3 more repetitions to go. Everyone doing really well, engaging through the coin, holding our imaginary coin between your glutes. Last one, an option here to stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Beautiful work, everyone. Now moving into the squats. On the inhale, reach through the hips back. Keep the ring in front of you. 1, 2. Exhale, coming up to standing. If there is any discomfort in your feet position, place your feet a little bit wider. And then as you inhale, reach back through the hips. 1, 2, and exhale, come up to standing. I'll demonstrate sideways again. So everybody moves with their own breath, but at the same time, try to stick to the rhythm of the group. We're not rushing, nor we're being too slow. Our breath is about 5 counts in and 5 counts out. Let's do it 2 more times. Down, 1, 2, and coming up. Last one, option here to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on the last one, lower the ring down, relax your head, get hold of the green balls, take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, vertebra by vertebra, come back up to a standing position. Well done, everyone. Now, as we hold the balls, try to check the position of your feet. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. And then as you exhale, bring your right arm up, keeping your hand in line with the shoulder. Inhale, lowering your arm down. Exhale, reaching through the left arm up. Inhale, slowly down. Now when we lift our arm up, try not to reach with your shoulder forward. Instead, pull your shoulder blade back and down. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, slowly down. Let's continue unilateral arm raise. And down. Connecting the breath and the movement. And down. Now you're welcome to continue one arm at a time, or with our next repetition we're going to move into double arm lift. And if you feel very strong today, you're welcome to add your calf raises. So on the exhale, we're going to come up to standing, arms in front. Inhale, expand into the rib cage. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, expand into the ribs. Again, we're trying to prevent swaying forward or back, and imagining that string attached to the crown of your head, lifting you up towards the sky, and then on the inhale, release. Let's go for 4, and inhale, good, and 3, well done everyone, holding the crown, and down, and 2, beautiful, last one, and up. And on the next inhale, releasing your heels, releasing your arms. Bring your hands now in the neutral position with your palms facing the thighs. And as you exhale, bring your right arm up. Try to keep your hand in line with your forearm. Inhale, expand into the rib cage. Exhale, left arm lifts. Inhale, lower your arm down. As you continue this movement, flowing with your breath, notice if your shoulders are starting to lift, if there is any deviation from the straight line from the spine, and try to keep that centering going, engaging through the navel, through the pelvic floor muscles, lifting through the crown of your head up. Now, you're welcome to continue unilateral movement, or with your next breath out, bring both arms up. Inhale, expanding into the ribs. Exhale, purse lips, breath out. Inhale, expand into the rib cage, and exhale. Just a quick reminder that this method is all about posture. So even though the weight might not seem as strong or as heavy as you could have normally used, but because we are in the alignment, and notice how I already added the calf raises, it's about challenging your body, holding itself in a new way. And of course, paying attention to your breath. So all those principles we mentioned at the beginning are fully present in this class. Let's go for a few more repetitions together with me, pressing through the bases of your big toes, making sure your feet are not rolling outwards. Excellent work, everyone. Last one, and release it down. Good. Now, together with me, as you breathe out, bring your arms forward, and as you breathe in, arms out to the side, and then turn your palms facing up. Bring your arms slightly forward and imagine your upper arms are placed on top of a shelf. Pull your shoulder blades back and down, and make sure there is no reaching back through the spine. So keeping your pelvis in the neutral position, moving into the Pilates bicep curls. As you breathe out, bring your hands to your shoulders. Inhale, extend through the arms out. Exhale, navel to the spine. Inhale, expanding. Beautiful. If you want extra challenge on the rocking ship as it is, you're welcome to lift your heels off the floor. Otherwise, stay steady and comfortable with your heels on the floor. Notice if there's any tension in your trapezius muscles, top of your shoulders, base of your neck, and try to pull your shoulder blades down. Beautiful work, everyone. It's all about connecting to the breath, all about engaging that powerhouse of yours. And last one, inhale. And then on the exhale, release your arms down. Take a deep breath in.
And then on the exhale, relax the crown of your head down into the roll down. Inhale here. And then leave the balls on the floor. And on the exhale, take that opportunity to unroll and come up to standing. This completes our section number 2. Now, to begin our section number 3, we're going to reposition ourselves. If you place your green balls and the blue ball as well to the short side of the mat, which is closest to the center of the room. The ring could be placed to the side behind your mat, and you'll notice the foam roller is also to the back of my mat. Now I invite everyone to step to the opposite side of the mat, preparing for Pilates press-ups. So having the full length of the mat in front of you, check your position, make sure your feet are hip distance apart, pelvis tilted back slightly, and you can check the position in the mirror if it's available to you. Now taking a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, bring your arms overhead. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, chin to the chest and roll down vertebra by vertebra, just like we did before, and start walking forward 4 counts. Lower your knees down slowly and extend your toes. Make sure that you're placing your hands shoulder distance apart, and then turn your elbows slightly in, keeping your pelvis in the neutral position, knees hip distance apart. On the inhale, bending through the elbows, keeping your upper arms squeezed against the torso, lower yourself down, and then on the exhale, push back up. Curling your toes under, lifting your knees off the floor, pushing your hips back, bend your knees if necessary, and walk back. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, slowly unroll up vertebra by vertebra. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, releasing it down. Inhaling at the top. And then on the exhale, vertebra by vertebra, slowly rolling yourself down, walking out, positioning your hands shoulder distance apart, knees to the mat, toes extended, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lower yourself down while you can maintain the correct alignment. Exhale, pushing yourself back up, curling your toes under, pushing your hips back, and starting to walk out for 4 counts and unroll. Inhale, take a cycle of breath. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, back to standing. Exhale, rolling down vertebra by vertebra, navel to the spine. Walking out for 4 counts. Knees down on the floor, toes extended. Inhale, slowly lower yourself down. Exhale, come up. Curl your toes under, push your hips back, and slowly unroll back up to a standing position. Last one, everyone. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reach up. Inhale to standing. Exhale, chin to the chest, rolling down vertebra by vertebra, 4 steps forward. Now find a comfortable position here where we'll stay for 5 consecutive press-ups. Inhale, 1, 2 counts down. Exhale, 1, 2 up. Go only half range if it feels it's more comfortable for you, for the level of strength that is appropriate here. Another option is to go into a box press up for the last 2 repetitions, bending your elbows, forehead down to the mat. Exhaling, pushing up. 1 more time, shoulders away from the ears, elbows pointing back. Inhale, pushing up. And then pushing yourself back into resting position. Arms extended forward. Take a long, deep breath in here and out. On the next inhale, place yourself down on the mat into a prone position and extend your arms forward. Extend through the legs. Try to press both hands into the green balls and then slide your shoulder blades down along the spine, lifting through the chest up, tilting your pelvis back and keeping our coin in place. Beautiful work, everyone. Now, inhale here to prepare. On the exhale, lift your right arm and your left leg up. Inhale, lowering it back down. Exhale, lifting your left arm and your right leg up. Inhale into the rib cage. Let's continue here. Breathing out. Inhale as you lower. Breathing out as you lift. Inhale as you lower. And out. Preparation for swimming. And in. Beautiful work. At some point I will start continuing the repetitions, and I allow myself to get up and check if everyone is performing it correctly. Now we want to keep your shoulders squared, facing down, pelvis squared, without lifting your pelvic bones off the mat. Every time when the leg goes back onto the mat, try to keep your pelvic bones slightly lifting off the mat. Navel to the spine. Excellent work. Now in total, we perform 10 repetitions on each side. Option here is to alternate or to perform 10 on each side. And then releasing it down. Beautiful. Now place both hands onto one green ball and then press it down, engaging through the triceps, the back of your arms. Now lifting your legs up, and we're preparing for exercise called swimming. Engaging all the way through the long spinal muscles, through your glutes, through your hamstrings. We're starting to kick your legs up and down as fast as we can. If you feel particularly strong today, you can lift your arms off the floor, holding the ball in front of you, and imagine you are swimming. Essential skill when you are at sea. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Well done, everyone. Now, as you inhale, lift yourself up into a Sphinx pose. Placing your forearms flat on the floor, shoulders down. This exercise always gets my heart rate going. Crown of the head reaching up, toes extended. And allow yourself to take a couple of deep breaths as you round through the abdominals, and then on the exhale, sinking through the lower back. Take one more deep breath in, back extension, and a nice long breath out. On the next inhale, lower your chest down, slide your hands to the ribs, and then push yourself back into the child's pose. Getting some nice stretch along the lower back. Feel free to extend through the arms forward, creating long, lengthening sensation along both sides of the torso. Forehead could be down on the floor, or just gently hanging in the air. Or option to even place your forearms under your forehead if this is more comfortable for your neck. And this is the end of our section number 3. Now as we come out of the child's pose, we're starting our section number 4. I invite everyone to place yourself onto a tabletop position with your hands shoulder distance apart and your knees hip distance apart. Now we will need our weight balls once again, and this time if you have different weight balls or the other two that you had before, doesn't really matter. Now place one of the balls, I'll use the blue ball, to place onto my lower back, and I'm using this to level my hips, my pelvis, so that it's squared and nothing deviates from my alignment. We're keeping your pelvis here in a slightly neutral position, which means not much curve through the lower back, nor C-shaping it outwards. But imagine a magnetic connection between your navel and the ball. Head, when performed the exercise, is in the neutral position with the crown of the head pointing forward. The common mistakes is dropping the head down or trying to look in front. Neither are comfortable for the neck. Now, place the ball underneath your right hand and extend your left leg out. Now take a deep breath in to prepare. On the exhale, navel to the spine, or should I say towards the bowl, lifting your arm and leg up. Inhale, expand into the rib cage. Option to keep the hand and the foot on the floor, or you can even return back to the starting point. Then exhale, lifting up. Inhale, slowly down. We're going to stay here for 8 to 10 repetitions and release. Now notice when you are performing this exercise, you want to make sure that you demonstrate, and then after that you walk around and correct the guests in the room. So it's very important that that demonstration is precise, and so is the correction. Exhale. 2 more with me. And exhale. Try not to lock your base elbow, keeping it micro bent, and notice the position of the shoulders and the hips so that nothing drops outside of our squared alignment. Now we're going to change the position, keeping slight bend through the right elbow, extending your right leg up. And notice some people have different engagement or different activation through the oblique muscles, through the lower back. So we want to check each position individually. And then as you exhale, lifting your arm and leg to the straight line, inhale, back down to the floor. Exhale, lifting up, maybe even noticing the ball moving slightly from side to side. But what it does, it helps us to stay concentrated, focused, and being in control of our thoughts. Yeah, so they don't move away from our class, from our body sensations. And we're staying very mindful with this training. We have 3 more repetitions here, everyone. Exhale. Again, we show and go. We demonstrate, and then after that, we start to walk around the class and make sure that all the guests are performing and understand where to feel the exercise. Beautiful. Now on the next inhale, we're going to release everything, move the balls to the side, and give yourself a nice stretch once again in the child's pose. Option here is to place the knees a little bit wider and relax with the chest, with the belly down towards the mat. On the next inhale, we're going to come up and get hold of the foam roller. As we get hold of the foam roller, I'm going to demonstrate a couple of options. So first, placing your hands shoulder distance apart, elbows slightly bent. And then moving your knees hip distance apart and slightly away, so that we are in the kneeling plank position. Again, our head in line with the spine, pelvis tilted back slightly. For some people, this is enough challenge. But if you feel a little bit stronger today, lift your knees off the floor. Try not to round through the spine, holding here. And of course, our next option is on the inhale, moving your foot out to the side. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, back to the center. Now, if there is any discomfort in the wrists or perhaps injuries, lowering your forearms on the mat and then moving your knees in the plank position. And this will definitely challenge the upper body and the lower body. Well done, everyone. Take 1 more deep breath in. We'll hold it here for about 30 to 60 seconds. And then on the exhale, let's stretch once again. This time, keeping your arms on the foam roller. Just allowing some extra depth and stretching the shoulder joints. On the next inhale, roll the foam roller towards you and then slide your hips to one side and shift yourself to the middle of the mat. Beautiful. From here, let's place the foam roller underneath your knees, sliding down just a little bit more and then placing yourself down onto the back. At this point, we're going to turn off the lights that are shining straight to our faces to make sure that it's more comfortable. And then placing your feet hip distance apart. Keeping your arms at your sides and then tilting your pelvis back so your lower back is in the neutral position. preparing for the bridge. We inhale here. On the exhale, press into your heels, press your sacrum into the mat and start peeling yourself off the floor one vertebra at a time. Inhale, expanding into the rib cage. On the exhale, C-shaping through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, slowly down. Well done, everyone. Let me show you one more time, and then I'll walk around and see if anyone needs any assistance. 2 cycles of breaths, inhaling at the top, and then exhale slowly down, vertebra by vertebra. I guess if you're wondering why we have the foam roller underneath, that is to try our next option. Placing your feet hip distance apart at the foam roller, pressing the arches of your feet into the foam roller, and we try to apply the pressure directly down, so in a vertical plane. We inhale, same as we've done before. Exhale, press your feet into the foam roller and vertebra by vertebra lift up, pressing the tops of your shoulders into the floor. Inhale at the top. Exhale, C-shaping through the spine, keeping the back of your shoulders on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, lifting up vertebra by vertebra, trying to face up towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then on the exhale, slowly down one at a time. Now, option to continue here with the bridges as is. Inhaling at the top, or you can join me for a single leg bridge, which also quite nice release for the hip of the opposite leg. So we're going to place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Inhale here. On the exhale, press your left foot into the foam roller, lift up. Inhale at the top. Exhale slowly down, vertebra by vertebra. The challenge here is to keep your pelvis squared and continue focusing on the breath. So lots of control in this movement. Just like we said, following the principles are a very important part of your Pilates technique. Let's do it one more time. If you are doing single leg bridges, you can continue with us on the other side, or you can just rest and bring your knees up to your chest. For those who opted for single leg bridges, we're going to change the side and perform a few more repetitions on the right leg, pressing through the glutes, pelvic bones facing up, and then inhale slowly down here. Now the challenge here, of course, is to press down, make sure the foam roller is not moving forward or back, so that your hamstring is engaged but not spasming. Very common practice when you do this exercise and your foam roller is going crazy. And down. Beautiful work, everyone. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, press your left knee away from you, push through the hips up, inhale, and then on the exhale, slowly down. Well done, everyone. We can move the foam roller to the side, just pretty much where it was before. And just in case if you're able to get hold of your ring, you can pull it towards you and place it over your head. You may need it, but maybe not. We're now going to try to move into our roll up, straightening through the legs and flex your toes towards you. Tilt your pelvis back slightly, so you'll notice that your pelvic bones are now falling back, and you're creating closer distance or shortening the distance between your lower back and the mat. We're going to extend your arms overhead and get hold of the ring. Take a deep breath in, expanding into the rib cage. On the exhale, bring your chin to the chest and imagine if someone is pulling you by the ring. Lift yourself up to a seated position and reach forward. Now this is the point where you may use the ring if this is too far for you, and use it as extension of your arms, or you might want to use the ring and reach past your toes. Then on the inhale, reaching through the arms up, flexing through the feet, and then exhale slowly down, vertebra by vertebra. Now, of course, this option is available for some, but for others it might be too difficult at about this point, where we're struggling to lift up and stretch forward. In that case, we're going to demonstrate an alternative option. So bending your knees first of all and extending through the arms forward. So taking a deep breath in, reaching through the arms. So option here to bring your arms overhead, but it might be not also possible with some shoulder mobility. So keeping your arms in front, taking a deep breath in, then on the exhale, C-shape through the spine and lower yourself down just as far as it feels comfortable so that you're able to get up. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, straighten your legs, flex your toes and reach forward. So you still get the element of stretch. Inhale, bend through the legs, exhale, C-shape through the spine, engaging through the core. Inhale, straighten through the legs, lifting through the spine, exhale, reaching forward. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend through the legs, C-shaping. You might want to go a little bit lower this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reaching forward. On the next inhale, bring your arms overhead. And then on the exhale, slowly come back down to a lying position. Bring your arms overhead, release the ring, and bring your arms through the sides. Bring your right leg up and then your left. And then just allow yourself to circle from side to side, giving self-massage for the lower back. As we move into our stretches. Place both of the knees to the right side. And extend through the left arm out. Keep your right hand on top of the knees. And it doesn't matter whether your left arm is off the floor or it's reaching down towards the floor. What's important is that your knees are on the mat, and sometimes you may choose an option to place the ball between the knees if it provides more comfort from the hips. Looking out for a lying down twist. Inhale. And then on the next exhale, return back to the center and bring both knees up towards the chest. On your next exhale, bring both knees to your left side. Keep your left hand this time on top of your knees and extend your right arm out. Again, the goal here is to keep your knees on the floor. Our legs are much heavier than our upper body. Therefore, to prevent any injury, discomfort around your sacrum, keep your knees on the floor. And your arm could be slightly up in the air. You can even use a ball to place under the upper arm to support it. Breathing into the rib cage, into your chest. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming up, knees to the chest, placing your feet down to the floor, and then open up your knees out nice and wide. Relaxing your abdominals, relaxing your inner thighs. Option here to bring your arms out to the side or interlace your forearms and place them over your head. Breathing deeply. You can close your eyes and relax through your adductors, your abdominals and shoulders. And if there's any discomfort or restrictions in the shoulders, you're welcome to keep your arms out to the sides. Option to place your the weight balls under your thighs if someone needs extra support, if there's extra tightness around the adductors or discomfort around the hip joints. This part of the relaxation with the eyes closed and focusing on the breath and allowing the music to take you on a journey. And then we invite everyone to straighten the legs, extend through the arms, taking a deep breath in. Add a nice smile to your face. And then on the exhale, arms through the sides, knee up to the chest, and slowly lifting yourself up to a seated position. We invite everyone to sit comfortably, whether it's with the legs crossed or maybe to the side. We want to thank you for coming to our class. We hope you enjoy the experience, and it was beautiful to feel the body moving in different planes and perhaps different patterns to what you used to before. This class is connected to our postural assessments, and we can continue those assessments at our Good Feet workshop. So if you want to know a little bit more, stop by after the class and I'll be happy to tell you. Otherwise, I'll see you at our next class. Enjoy your day, everyone, and most importantly, enjoy your time on board.